Yes, you got Kabula. Don't see, then you see. Come up in mad.
Hey, USB, your time is up, please.
Yeah.
Please, let's put our hand together for group of USB.
Thank you so much, my colleague, War. That was our culture. That was how we used to dance in our villages back then, and we need to preserve it. We need our upcoming generation to maintain our culture. Thank you so much, USB. Most of them are young people, most of them are in universities and also in high school. But they make sure they maintain our culture by performing it. Thank many thanks to them. Ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, this event is for a student. They expect much from us. They expect to learn from your expertise, and they expect both moral and financial support. And so far, we have not yet received so much, but we have received one contribution from Ustaz William Bakwany Manyuan, Director General for both Mat Secondary School and Swaragat Queer Primary School. Thank you so much. He has pledged 100,000 South Sudanese pound. We expect to receive more. Bulmana, Bulgandul Gora, Kakao, Bulgandul Gora, Gurka Luakan, Kakuimona, Chato Ramkel, Gadan William Bakwany Manyuan, Chemak Dabjabamni, Chemoy Yota, Quor, South Sudanese pound. Shilojata along William Bakwany. He has always been there, he has always been leading. Young people is our mentor. We thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, coming next is the representative of Bull MPs, Bull representatives, or our members of parliament. We have so far many of them. We are so proud of them. They have been doing so well. And in this event, we give them one representative. This chance is given to Honorable Joan Dar. He is the Chief Whip of South Sudan Opposition Alliance in the Council of State and the chairperson of South Sudan Opposition Alliance Parliamentary Caucus. Honorable Joan, you are warmly welcome.
Come a big Honorable Joan, Tanaga Nedang Reuba, the Chagat Con, Chakamoish, Kamatoda Ken, Ramijul, Agadan, Guy Qual, Guy Gui, Shayor, Kyoto, Kudang Reu, Tido. Biako Jagaja, I'm very proud of my brother Guys, and I'm sure he will pay this money. Ramadadian, I'm a Win Deng, a student of Afanal University. He has also pledged 50,000, and we are expecting many to come. Thank you. Honorable Joans, Shiuki the shop, Kawege, but go along God.
Thank you so much, MC. Your Excellency, Hussein Abdelbaga Yakol, Vice President for Services Cluster, Honorable Tut Kalwag Manime, Presidential Advisor on Security Affairs, Honorable Peter Lambert, SPLM Secretary General, Honorable Dr. Barnaba Marial Benjamin, Minister for Presidential Affairs. Honorable James Ulmai, Minister for Labor. Honorable Dr. John Gayo, National MP, my colleague in both National Assembly and the Council of the State, Honorable Ministers of the State as well as State Parliamentarian. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to represent my colleague in both Diago's House, the National MP of Mayom County. We are 19 members in both houses. Because time has not been our friend, I will just go direct to my point. The theme of today, we talk about come, go and transform the society. And I should first start with the newly admitted student into various universities of South Sudan. Now you are called by your colleague to come and join them in a university. You are not going to university as a mere place for a leisure for or enjoyment. It is where the tough work begins with you. You are called by your colleague to sharpen your mind and transform yourself in university, and thereafter you go and serve the community. The life of the university has never been simple life. Rather, you will face some of the crucial challenges. But so long you are determined to be, we wish you a successful and a healthy life in a university. University is a global institution where creativity, talent, skill start. And I believe, as the representative of the newly admitted had spoken, so that there is a brilliant and a better future for the Mayom in general. To sharpen your mind, you have to carry with you some weapon. And I should encourage, as the magazine was just launched by our Dr. John Guy and Dr. Riek Makwet. So you should carry with you some weapon, and those weapons are your book. Never make a friend to anyone that is unproductive. Go and fill your mind with the knowledge. And then community is waiting for you. And to my young graduate, Yermela larga jenore medana kulang ye bure dorunon so ya ekerju e dorunon no wiathin. O biya wador biya dor nang cheng. This is what it means. You would be faced with the two things. One, lack of employment opportunity. And second, you will also be faced with the challenges of your caretaking at home, because I believe most of you have families. And I'm seeing some of the faces. We have General Charles Macheng, and I'm seeing Samuel Mapingalwak. So these are the people, these are the elderly people, but they manage to get graduated thank you so much and congratulations for the well done job. You graduate, you are highly welcome to serve in different capacities. Among you, we have doctors and medical doctors, and among you, we have engineers, we have lawyers, economists, and accountants. It is where your competency will be recognized as of today. A lot of challenges are facing our communities in the ground. There are no health facilities, and I would give some recommendation to our elder and at the same time presidential affairs. Honorable Tut Galwak, you have been in the center stage of the politics of the Republic of South Sudan. Being in the spotlight of this country, we also hope being in the top seat must have a privilege that our community must benefit. One, health facilities, which are the health care. Our women keep dying during a delivery because we don't have a medical doctors. So with your courageous stand, as you have been always on the fore and front, we wish that you must take this into consideration. Two, last time we had an opportunity to visit Mayom. So in Mankian Primary School, we have got our student, our kid, are just sitting on the floor while attending the class. And this is a challenge to the leadership of Mayom County who are here in Juba. A top leadership where we have a national MP, we have our Honorable Tut, and as well as Governor of Unity State. So these people, as a challenge, they are paying a deaf ear to the outcry of the community. So this time, Honorable Tut, give your ear to your community. The role of the national MP, as you had always been following the social media, we had not in a good term with our neighbors. So last year, there was an initiative of national MP of us state, Unity State, and Warab as well, our neighbors, that we must bring to an end cattle raiding, random killing, as well as these are the challenge. We have been always following the event in the ground. The security situation in Mayom is deteriorated. Every now and then you may heard someone got killed overnight. A lot of cattle are stolen. People are killed unholy. So this is one of the great challenges. And we hope both Governor of Unity State as well as National Advisor on Security Affairs to have a critical look on how our people have been infested with this insecurity. However, we are constrained of time. I did not intend to come on my capacity, but I was given this opportunity by my colleague. However, we would like to congratulate the graduate, the newly admitted student, and congratulate the executive board of Mayom County Student Association for organizing this colorful and wonderful occasion, being graced by His Excellency Hussein Abdul Baghi Ayi Akol, So, Your Excellency, we are so pleased that you are part and parcel to the family of the Mayom. Feel free as you will be engaged in much of our activities. Hitherto, I would like to reiterate to all intellectuals of Mayom, Women League, Youth League, as well as different cultural groups, that we must have the responsibility of our county at heart. Because Juba is now a capital city, and we came from a certain area, and that is Mayom. Our heart are always with the people of Mayom who are living in a dire situation. However, I would like to give our flag. We have just decided, few of us, because most of our MP are not here, but we have just decided to pledge something as a national MP. So we flag this executive fund with 1,500,000 SSP. Thank you so much.
شكرا جزيلا. تلقينا رسالة من طلاب بل بجامعات ومعاهد العليا في جمهورية مصر العربية لسلطات وقيادات مجتمع بل. السلام عليكم يا سادة من المسؤولين الكبار وإلى الطلاب الجدد دون استثناء. لدي كلام بسيط أريد أن أقولها لكم، وبعتذر مقدما لمن يقطع فهمي. نبدأ أولا. أنا سعيد جدا لأني صادفت ببرنامج اليوم لطلاب مجتمعنا، وأنا أقول لكم يا إخواني الطلبة، شدوا حيلكم، الدراسة ما سهل، وكلنا بنرى إنه الدراسة محتاجة دعم ووقت وتعاون مع بعضنا لكي نتقدم إلى قدام. محتاج جهد وتعب لتواصل للنجاح. شدوا حيلكم إخواني وربنا يبارككم. ثانيا، كلامي لكل مسؤول دون تفريس أو استثناء أريد أن أقوله لكم يا سلطاتنا وقياداتنا الكرام. الكلام بسيط وأبدأه بكلمة شكر، لأني قابلتكم اليوم بروح واحد، بروح محبتي وسلام من أجل مصلحتنا إحنا الطلبة. لكن في شيء أنتم ما بتعرفوه، إنه إحنا الطلبة تبع مصر بنعاني من تضخم الرسوم وصعوبة التواصل الدراسة، لأن البلد ما بلدنا وما عندنا استطاع. بنحاول أن نأتي من القاهرة إلى جوبا لكي نوصل لسيادتكم طلب مساعدة، لكن أحيانا طلبنا ما بيصل لكم، ولو حليناها في وقته لا تستطيع حلها في وقت تاني غير وقتها. إلا السنة اللي بعده وممكن نفس المشكلة هيستمر، إنه يتعلق بالماديات، والماديات بتتعلق بكم سلطاتنا وقياداتنا. آباؤنا وأعمامنا الكرام حاولوا حل مشكلتنا في وقت إذا كان في استطاعته، لكن كل ما يكون في تأخير المشكلة بيزيد أكثر. مع كامل شكري وتقديري، ابنكم جاي كاي كان، رئيس طلاب مجتمع بل بالجامعات والمعاهد العليا المصرية. شكرا جزيلا.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nikos. I would like to, I'm so happy to announce some pledges. Fal Wijong Shudway, chairperson of Fangak student in universities, has pledged 50,000 SSP. I believe the organizing committee are recording this. 50,000 SSP. Mr. Rodel Roy is a graduate and a member of this community. He has pledged 50,000 SSP. Sultan Charles Madoleo has pledged 100,000 SSP. Rupkona County Students Association in University has pledged 50,000 SSP. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to acknowledge one of the very prominent entrepreneur and business person, Charles Lieb Magog. It's an honor to have you here today. Charles Lieb is the CEO of BlackRock Company. To welcome the next speaker, I would like to acknowledge that I am not the right person to do so, but because I have been given this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome the representative of South Sudanese intellectual and the person who presides over the launching of this magazine, a Bull Students magazine. He is equally a mentor to many young people who look forward to making a better leader someday. He is an author, a former minister of education, a former presidential advisor, a person of high cleavers. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Dr. John Guy.
Thank you very much. I'm here before. I put the protocol as it is. My brother, Vice President, and everybody, I recognize you. Now, the time is 4, and these people, they have been here since morning. So, my discussion is going to be with them, basically. And I'm not going to take a lot of time because I have 2 issues to handle here. When you go to university, you need 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 years to go. When you graduate, both of you look for a job. It seems to me that there's a big problem. Kon ideal to read well guama, riudan sharamete kon let kon ne de kujama, shana let kon ne dit, tandan ngwane te kan let de jek, riudan te kathari jane, but kujama kanaitan chiurai kajama, kujama kanaitan paito. Which one to continue? Which one by Bajalo? Tap when the Michi Witty Jaka, she goal pitch along, Karekotiloniji, they take a react. So, what I'm going to tell you is to ask a question. How can you go to university, graduate, and you didn't get a job, but you can create a job for you in 21st century? One, we live in a very strange world. For each of you who are in this hall this time, now, who are here, you don't know what is happening outside. When you go back, you will go back to your routine. So now I'm going to tell you what is happening in the world of technology, world of market, world where other people in the world, they don't think like us. There's no hospital in Mayom, there is no hospital in Awil, children are on the street. These things happen all over the world. But how can you as an individual become part of that world without living in that world but in South Sudan? This is my question. One, for the last 100 years, the world has developed a technology that you can travel by land through a car. Each of you every day is in a car who are in the city. Either a car that you rent, or you are going somewhere, or your own car. But you never ask yourself, why is it that somebody who is very poor person, when your car does not work, that poor guy knows how to fix your car? You never ask yourself this question. You just call, Ya filan ta'al Arabi b'ta yakhrab, amshi jib zole sallahu. Lakin you never ask yourself, does this guy have got a degree like you? Not necessarily. All of you travel. If somebody died or somebody is going to his area, they use plane. You never ask yourself, what if this plane, something happened to it? Who did it? Who is the engineer of that car? None of us ask about this. And in the world today, you have an airplane, which is a hotel. And you pay a lot of money. And the people who fix the plane are not the plane owners. At the same time, you may like to travel from here, you are going to Adok al-Bahar by boat. There are people who fix boat, they fix the machine. But always you think as a traveler, but not the one who fixes it. And that's the problem. Another problem is agriculture. Our grandchildren, great-grandfather, and including our father today, they use their hands and small tools to produce food. But imagine a situation where you, a graduate of medicine, decided that your work is to produce agricultural machines. How rich you will be. You don't have to do much. And this is what all the people of your age are doing elsewhere. They study medicine, but they ended up agricultural engineers, because they go to technical schools. Because they don't need that. The same thing happened today. Technology that is being used, you will not believe yourself. Young people, they produced drones, those little machines that fly. They use their cell phone in order for them to operate water that goes through the channel. They operate the water that come out in order for them to water your plant. And you know what we are thinking about? We cannot even think about this because you think it is very difficult to do. Take, for example, telephone. It was a guy from Denmark who has got 7 days in the house. He could not meet. Electricity was cut off. Telephone was cut off because of the snow. So he said, can we create a wireless telephone where I can talk to somebody without having to see that, to see that person or use the landline? Today, we have first generation is gone, G1, 4G now, 3G, and 4G. What does this mean? They use the voice first, and then later on they add the picture through what you used to call fax. And today, as I speak with you, you can use the picture, the voice, and you can use the data, the internet you are dealing with. These are done by young people in their own houses from a very poor background. 80% of the people who produce these things are Indians. They are not Americans, they are not British, they are not German. These are Indians. Because of poverty, they use their mind. And today, as I speak with you, these young people from South Sudan, here from Gudelo, from where, they are producing robots. They walk, they produce plane, they go ahead, here in South Sudan. And guess what? Nobody cares about them. Do you know why? Because we did not think about these things. We just finish university and then you go. Drones are very dangerous because they use phones. We are sitting here in this house. Your phone can kill you now because somebody can send a drone inside and take a picture of every one of us in this room. And if they need a particular person, that person, they will take your picture exactly, your location, where it is, and then they can use that coordinate, and those coordinates, you will be in trouble. I hope you understand what I'm saying. It's just telephone that you have. Majority of you have got children in America, in Kenya, and Uganda. I can ask you now, put your data on and go to GPS and Google the area where your children are. I'm talking about now. And now in this room, you will see the house where your children are. This is where the world is. But then we have satellites. The satellites that are roaming all over the Juba. Some of you don't even understand why your phone sometimes does not work. They say the line is bad. Because those satellites that are roaming around are controlled by other people. And as a result, your system can be interrupted. By the way, your phone can be opened by somebody. You are sitting like this, and that phone can become a microphone. So whatever you are saying will be heard by that person, and you don't even know where that person is. And you are holding it, and you don't ask yourself, controller. It can bring me something bad. Because we are made to believe you go to university and get the degree. And when you get the degree, you get a job. But you are not made to think. And that is the secret of our education in Africa. Another one, the world has reached a stage now where when you have these robots, they can make them look like human beings, by the way. They have the face and everything nice. They can work in your house. You program them. You can talk with that robot. And it is done by young people. They can do it here in Konya. These young people, they can make it talk. Because what they need is the tools that they can use. It's not a serious side. Or let me put it this way. All you need to do is to go to Google and tell him, how do I create a robot? And then they will tell you that you can do this robot like this. So you can have a domestic worker in your house using a robot to bring you water, to bring you your food, to bring you everything in the room, because you can program it. Then, of course, all of you know that through your phone, you contact your children. I mean, you just open it, and then it has no problem of language. It can come. You see the picture of the child. Right? Me German, German. And you never ask yourself, but how come this machine can speak in all languages? But for you, it's normal. Me by telephone, now you have a telephone jadid. Wahid 1991, 1998, to Khartoum. Wahid Jalaba Sahbi. You know what? This telephone, Sagher, is called Mala. Because majority of the people who came to Khartoum at that time, there was a peace. All of them, they speak in telephone, the small Nokia. They say, Mala. He said, they said, oh, this is a telephone can speak in Nuer. So imagine if you are German, it can speak in German. But the world also is going very much. You can document this. Now I'm speaking here. You can see my picture here. This gentleman is documenting it. But he's documenting three things: my voice, my photo, and the people around here. 100 years from now, this document, you will get it. But imagine a situation where your great-grandfather, but the technology has created two things: DNA DNA, they can they work at food. They own a machine. They are laro gadama agadu kesi agadu. Meda laga ladman. Walake. They shake your condial. They shake your jin gadanga. All the women used to say you are a son of so because they are the one who knows. Sorry, but then now there is a technology which can show whether you are son of this or daughter of this. But most importantly, the technology have advanced nowadays to the extent that they can know the generations, your lineage. You come from which family, not from which family. This is a technology. If you want money, that technology can bring you money, not your degree. Because it's a kind of technology that you can learn alone without going to get a degree. Another thing, and I'm coming to an end, is aerial mapping. Technology today have reached a stage where there is a small camera. You just put on the plane, a plane that is walking. It can show you how many rivers in South Sudan, how many uranium in South Sudan, how many minerals in South Sudan, how many barrels of oil in South Sudan, how many animals in South Sudan, how many women and men in South Sudan. It can tell you anything. And these things are being done in South Sudan, and we don't know about it. Because when you go to school, all you think about, I finish a degree and I go to work in the market, in the government, police, director or so on. So we are educated. Other things are being done by us. Now today, in 1999, oil was opened in Sudan by Bashir. And this oil is still, we are working on it. But who discovered the oil and say, that information, we can get it now if we want. And that's why we bought our own plane now in order for us to do this. But who are South Sudanese trained on this? All of you who graduated here, some of you graduated from petroleum and geology. But you are not trained how to do these things technologically. This is a big problem. Then, of course, technology have advanced. Morai kona tadi deji ramu lakona shola ramu roll. You cannot produce children because you have a problem, a man and a woman. At science tried to produce, you can produce, they take your sperms and they take the egg of the woman and then they put them in a machine. The only thing the science didn't do is to tamper with the egg and to tamper with this, because this is only God can know. The science did not know that. But they can facilitate this and produce the child and put it in the womb of the woman and it grows natural growth. This is a science. Now, if you happen to know something like this, you study it, and you go become an assistant to the doctor who do that. Do you know how much money you will make? Rather than Bachelor of Economic History, Bachelor of Political Science, and God knows what. Then, compare all this with what we are doing, when you go outside from this room. This is the world. This is what world has reached now. But compare this. All we talk about, peace agreement, revitalized peace agreement. It has to be implemented, not to be implemented. We don't have money. We are not rich, but we have water, we have minerals, we have oil, we have animal resources, we have agriculture. 6. No country can have this. Still, we are wasting our time on things like this. If you have interest in the science, you would have made use of this for the last 18 years. 2, we are taking time, talk every day about ourselves, about people. Riek Machar, Salva Kiir Mayardit, Hussein Abdul Baghi, every day. When you begin to talk about people, you stop to think Because those people are responsible people who have responsibility. But you must talk about issues. If you talk about issues, you will have time to think of how to get out of those problems. Because those people are not your problem. The problem themselves need to be addressed. And a society that takes their time day and night talking about the people cannot progress because it will not think. And for you to think, you need your head to be cool. Now, education then is not about job. You can have a bachelor's degree. You can have a PhD and master's degree. One of the best surgeons specialized is Dr. Mariel Benjamin. He's a medical doctor. He's a surgeon. Graduated from one of the best universities in Egypt and in UK. He is not doing a medicine thing for the last 40 years. He has developed skills that he's using even much more effective than the degrees that he has acquired. Not because he didn't like his field, but the circumstances made him and gave him an opportunity to do that. And I can talk about a lot of people. And so for me, don't waste your time talking about things you are not responsible, you cannot solve. But talk of things that can make you, promote you as an individual, so that you become a useful member of the society. That, if you do, you will be one of the best citizens. Thank you very much.
Professor Dr. John Guy, it is a great honor listening to you today. That was a remarkable speech. And this graduate and the audience of this event are so lucky to hear from you. Thank you very much.
Nyana Jana Fatir, Professor Dr. John Gayo was very interesting lecturer.
Answer 200,000 check contributed. I was just reminded by my brother. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the contribution. She also pledged to Atama Tanaka Gawar Students Association in university and higher institutes under the leadership of my short Patai Boom, which is the deputy chair of that respectful association, has actually pledged 30,000 as fee. Congratulations to Gawar. Mireude Gadun Kakwaran, na Charles Liep Magog, on behalf of his office, which is Black Rock Company, Shayuta 1,000 US dollars, Shaga European cash, Shaga Telemuna Wana. Congratulations to the board. And I also want to take this opportunity on behalf of Honorable Tut Galuag Maname, we are going to buy 50 copies of book on Mayom County. And also on behalf of Charles Liep, we will also buy 20 copies of this. As of now, we will also invite the chairman of Nuer community, which is also the Minister of Labor and Public Service, Honorable James Osmaj, who will come and address the issue of employment and the problem of Nuer community. Thank you very much. Honorable Chairman, you are highly welcome. Kakon tiay ko yene ko diali bi arwaye no bo tino gor ka pujo no ba da ka junub ka lew kana mayom ka bete matod ma wa ko lel ga khor tiati na wala shukran.
Because of time, let me say protocol observed. I recognize everybody here. First and foremost, on behalf of Nuer community in which you all here are part of my community, I want to congratulate the graduates and the newly admitted students. We know, I think Dr. John lamented widely on the purpose of education. Education is everything. The beautiful gown you are wearing is done through education. Somebody who designed this gown, he did it through education. The chair we are doing, anything we are doing here, the cameras, the phones, light, anything education. Without the education, you don't have this. Therefore, education will tell you that I'm important more than anything. Dr. John talked about technical schools and academic. Let me approach it as the Minister of Labor. I think George was right, and I want to tell you, I'm advocate of technical school in the Republic of South Sudan. We need more technical school than academic. It is true. Because we are not doing anything. And today, the simple thing that somebody can do here in the Republic of South Sudan without obtaining a PhD is toothpick, the one we are using. All the material for toothpicks is bamboo here, the best material for toothpick. We have it in the Republic of South Sudan. If you don't have toothpick in the market now, people will go on strike because we have not brought toothpick from China. Think that we can do here. I want to tell you one thing. One time, a Kenya elderly man who have 3 children. He's a poor man. He's not poor as such, but he's in the village. He has never gone to school. He has some cattle. And if he like that, he will educate his children. 3 of them. One became a medical doctor, and the second became an engineer. And look, the third one, the small boy, said, I don't want to go to those skills. My father, I want to go to technical school. What I need from you, I need a motorbike, I need tools, and then I need a phone. This is what I need from you. So the boy went to technical school. He studied electrical and auto mechanic. So what happened in the village? Every day a phone. Now, you know, I have my car breakdown here, he will run there. I don't have electricity in the house, he will run there, and collecting a lot of money. The medical doctor, he got a job with the government, and an engineer also, he got a job. Now, when time came for them to marry, their father said, I have only 10 cows. This is my cows. This is what I have. And you want to marry all of you. I don't have anything. Tell me, medical doctor, what do you have? He said, I don't have money. Because even my salary is so small, I'm consuming, hiring a house, and eating. Nothing else. The same thing with an engineer. So the small boy said, my dad, I think I will help you. Now, these 2 elder brothers, I will marry for them wives. This young boy. He told the medical doctor, choose your wife and also you, the engineer. So they showed their wives. And the boy managed to pay the dowry of those 2 women to his brothers. And on top of this, he built a house for the medical doctor and he bought him a car. He gave it to his brother. This is your house, this is your car, and this is your wife. The same thing with an engineer. He did the same. And then he told them, now you manage yourself. What remains with me is my dad. And he built a 3-story house for his father. You can see what a technical man can do. Now, you are asking about jobs because you want white-collar job. And government cannot take everybody. The jobs in the government are very limited. Very limited. But all of you want to work with the government. You will not get. Get something that can earn you a better job and quicker one, which is technical. So that you create your own business instead to be a job seeker, and then you will be an employee, you will employ people, which is really very important. But all in all, if you don't get job with the government, please, don't stop there. Also, you try your luck to do other things, which is really very important, and I'm very happy that we have a very good number, big number of Bull community graduate of this year. And this one will bring me to our community in Bull. I want to advise you, my children. Now, you are very qualified people. Education open up your mind, give you good thinking. I want you to make fees in Mayom County. Make fees and use this knowledge to develop Mayom County. Not to collide people in Mayom County. Mayom County has so many problems, but sometimes they are created by you. You the .com people. Because the internet you are using today, John Guy was talking about, it's very fast. We are here today. Now, I'm talking now. Somebody among you have a smartphone now, have already sent this information to America or to Australia. If it has gone as a negative one, finished, people will fight. I want you to make fees in Mayom County and use your knowledge to develop Mayom County. Talk with your elders. Tut Galwag is here. Let him make fees also with his colleagues in Mayom County, the politicians from Mayom County, so that Mayom become a house for these graduate students. So that also you have to live in peace. Otherwise, if you misuse this knowledge, and then you will not even realize that Mayom has a very big number of people who have graduated from university. So I want you to make use of this. The second one, you know, I think some of you have studied forgiveness, or some of you have really a knowledge of how to forgive people. You know life, you will not realize life if you don't forgive people. Because en gak mi ya ko da chaka kon ke go bina gak ni doru ni to gru na me lebdu kan lej la kan gak ba leb ba ka je ba loñ lakin ji kan to gru dak fi la kan la na ma la go ne na me doran mo ko no dak fi chara balo la nga ja quiz. So la kan reconciliation la kan ra je wure na me jan point dan mo ko no dak fi you will not survive you lep wala late. So we can ngad lel be ga loy ki ngad na wen ajan chere ga kono and go biaga kabinara palaga dini Mayom kaye community which are libel dinian kaya yandial. So chang chi chara chi wagagi team go community alma yo madinian nga na me apala ka pi mayo. Bay nang nyaman nga no. Pan go re yandial and go na ne be alert along ago be right. Yen dole to nyantianity ke ne ku ne dit and go bikata mal bekaranok ka bia kelat agwa le mayom. And pardon to ri ya jama biko wa ke gam pardon ni. Chike lad men chi bi yen community bull community cha bi yen a chang kia tedi. Ban mala gwa ngu and go jin gwa ti tin no no dwor nung ne mayo. Jirama mi no no dwor nung ne mayo. Ma jana la la de ja warel rel al wahida na ngai kon rel na me mi lenga toda kon ji kain do ala ne ta ka toda me do dia na bi ala rel en toda nan. Rel mitat kan rel yen mitat kan ne. Chikana la de go ne kon ya to ku yime iban o ku yime na mafi. La karo dia na da go ne ti la na mission dia na go bi ka wan yal. Kan rel lat kan ne mite kan yal bi kan kon dia tautin ka bi ka changtin. La nei ta lat ku yime la nei ta lat ku yime nei lat ku yime nei lat ku yime. Na di dia na go bi ka wodom yal. Chikana la de kon la nu ku yime iban ko lo ku yime. La kana la de rel ngay na go man la lat ke mi ci delu ding la wit en mu real ko bu melong kami bo na nak rel ya wa tere go le me de jegatin rel a jen tere ko kona pa de kon di ala ti kulo jigalet le ni community dan mi ci ala mayom mi ci ala ko bul community yana tika selam maji tika ayu tika swa tika motamar watani tini mission duna jen wobe mayom ba win magwa ajen mission dun tell me dodien so goro gona ne yen talobni yen kharijin te piji barar kwa masin ni kundal yana jaka internet Garaka kamal. Chwaraka la gargo kadiana chwaraka gargo ne la liani kor wobinanye chikalarente. Gara channel nak tel meken kona wan. Tel amara mi joy widani kona ne channel nak tel aje. So go laze bull community nyam kati diaran ladi. Rauda madodian and go be at a mal ke Jeranukun section, the bullet of Kokian and Manana Kokian. Here, never you and a native land over come here. Go tell you. And cover the private sector, native business people. If you are a businessman, Magori certificate, and then you will get it. All right? You will get it. But people come. Ramagor Musmar over Munzalat, yes, but Baladjak. Ramay let Kursi, Bajak, Konya Manteo Ma, Banteo here, Mayom County, Magora Lat, Gora Ramabit Top Lat, Gora Ramabi Masu Lat, Gora. Come which idea we are Cynthia knock, Tiriga can go along, go away along. Mandan, she dictator Rajman and woman, La Cock on the Bong, the Ken Epi and one about medical doctor. And the Hajalania, say you and Tame. Tanay MTC ngi nay dolutin nay ratin teliatin yanwari nay de todo long lakin biye kan tolo bera jamu ju beten kokken ti dole jane wala nay de kokken tagatin ko gor na berana najar bit lat bi moñ lat ko biro ko jeg yowtin lat kana shawatin ko yana gor yana char thiri biyo ngabdul char me wa ngabdul ka jedu tele meratin ti char daga. It is better you should do something that can earn you money. For any Chiloida, along. Kachom Rodani Ubanata Goar. Don't be a gagadir Hakone, Banyel Palco, con Moya Gang Medi, and Mende Lugayan, what did the other time on the Mati, Manata Linto, and we'll land La Dwal. A yakin, Kol Yakayam and Engasu, a Yakiki would Dwaligan, and get no board, go share a Moya vodka metal. Ways? So anedi lana ladia wona ne mi kor yed muni jiban tiyaw kan jifan jak de junu be de joy kay liw ko yed muni na me la yen wala yor ka kol rane da yen junu da yen joy mi adwai kan ni jikan kan law da nay na joy lakin mo kor la tiye an kor wala kor kan kan muni chi kor kan gan muni cha kala da machine mutaran tin la ni machine tin bo ka yiwe bok ni torun ni ka mayom ja ka yene bu jame mu ku lo ngai bu ku lo ngai nga wi nyen ga hadin mutaran ka yim ka chinga bi chop so man gora ne ka da an bo ma me wa kon ji ku da ma achung lan ne mi bara mi ja ka je wi dan ma chi gora lel wi du wona ne be mi chi na ma me bi chopa la ne chi e bom lo ayo bas. So go to Banacharago. Otherwise, Banata Machala, and the Loida, Niaba and Warisha, one and an enforcement no go a year, going and she abara. Can Bonga Cornba, Tingy Alat, Boko Bonga da Welco, Baga Jagawalan County, go by Ganukun Baokwen. Bican gets a nebuli bican oling. Medan gua lang ada dekat yang namanya yang nubulin di Medan memang. Lakin dia dengan ti canggih, pada dulu tu yang ngaji gua nene bul kangani. Tapan mengaji gua yang bandar ni kok gad gaya. Lakin saya melihat gua pelian, kia musulia dunia apa gua nene yang gad gaya. Katin tanyam dia dah nak ulah nyot yang gua. So bagot ke bangga dawal, and then. Bayar moi ke 300,000 la tabarada makam student ne ana chere bang ka dawal ke yode biya calculated ke 300,000 ata ani ru namara musulina abaga makta baga ban kam irun so chiloira te because ga yakel ka de la ru ne nuari ngode kone ide go ko kone ide bom lane gwa awone ne ban junu Sudan bana jago Magua Kokon. Kiloya Ted because they came.
شكرا جزيلا Honorable James Badosmai. شكرا لكلماتك الجميلة. عندنا إعلان من الفنان نياكر من ليم. أجنجو كواركون fanana koni kona akhir ke di to go bilu kon go uta ke juas tana fananda ngwan to be fonken gorko babul bita tabarruat ken lel ke yom 15 ke شهر 9 gorko ba kallo ناكر من اليوم جنا أود لسيادتكم كباري بلدنا الحاضرين هنا نريد دعمكم وراح يكون حفل خيري لتبرعات 15 سبتمبر المقبل. عندنا إعلان آخر من الأخ بدر الدين عبد القادر هو تاجر في كونيو كونيو عنده تبرع 300,000 جنيه جنوب السودان وعنده رقم بتاعه هنا معانا وشكرا جزيلا. أقدم المايك لزميلي MC فضل.
Thank you so much. Another pledge is from Saddam Somers Tut from the Nasser student in the University of Juba. They have pledged 100,000 South Sudanese won. Ladies and gentlemen, today's event is indeed a privilege to many young people who are here. We had the greatest privilege to listen from speakers like Professor Dr. John Guy, Honorable James Oz, and many others who are going to speak later and who have already spoken. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity as youth, as young people who are growing up to take over this country someday. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you the chairperson of Mayom County Students Association, the person who is the focal person of this event, who organized with his executive, or who has been working day and night with his executive to make sure student needs are met. Student, like, even though they are not all solved, he makes sure some of them are alleviated. He's a fourth-year engineering student of the University of Juba. He is a graduate of St. Paul Major Seminary in philosophy. And he is an active youth leader. Perhaps he may not be the best. Many chairpersonnel of this association have tried their best. We believe he has set another record for the other upcoming young leaders who are going to replace him. Though young as he is, like myself and many other young person who is here, he has been very influential and inspired many young people who are coming after him. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kea Malobol, the chairperson of Mayom County Students Association in University and Higher Institute.
It is my distinct pleasure and high honor to welcome and recognize the presence of His Excellency Hussein Abdul Baqi Ahi Akol, Vice President for Service Cluster, Honorable Tut Galwa Meneme Bill, the Presidential Advisor for National Security Affairs, Honorable Peter Lambuth, SPLM General Secretary, Honorable Dr. Barnaba Marial Benjamin, the Minister of Presidential Affairs, Honorable Ministers, James Osmai, His Excellency Dr. Joseph Mentuel Wajang in his absence here, Honorable Dr. Bak Barnava Shol in his absence here, Ministers present, members of Parliament of both houses, state ministers and members of Parliament present, general from all organizers forces who are present here in the hall, community leaders and elders, Mayom graduates body, intellectual and NGOs staff, comrades from respective counterpart counties association, parents, the graduating class and newly admitted to whom this day belongs, and everybody who has the opportunity of attending this celebration. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Thank you for honoring our invitation, and welcome to Mayom County Student Association in University and High Institute to its 5th graduation and welcoming ceremony in the year 2023. First, it is with heartfelt respect and a loving gratitude to mention few persons to whom we owe much appreciation. Your Excellency, allow me to address your people in the language which most of us understand. Here I will mix my language, sometime in English and the other ones also in my mother tongue. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, Vice President. Speaking before you is a great honor. It is not an easy for a young person like me to speak before you. Thank you also for supporting a student, and thank you for the great generosity. In a very special way, I would like to appreciate Honorable Tut Galwa Meneme Bill, Katung Nuara, Medan Bawan Karai Me Jet, Honorable Tut Galwa Meneme, you are our refuge. Katung Nath, you go along. A year amato hole, Tongi Manang Mazepa, you go and shoot the rich. Iram ke luang lelep. Ye dor yelar ke pedokon student ke yelar ke peng mama nako. To tell you something about what Honorable Tood has done to this association, last year or the year before last year in 2021, in the same hall, the former chair lady, Nalele Nyirgalwak, conducted the same ceremony where that ceremony was graced by Honorable Tood. In 2021, Abul for the same place. So Honorable Tood Galwa Muyuru 10 million. Sometimes some people pledge and we don't get that money. But with the Honorable Tood, me and Larawana, why you with it? So what we have done, Honorable, ya pinko, ya lele pinko ka yuto konde munika alfen wa de shirin. So a pinyo majana tinta, ya rega ding. Lakin ka dwele la reide. Mu wetera mu jena wana mo. Mu buni ebe mu idwel. You are also welcome. Honorable Tood, ani ashanga shubunga me yanga kwany. Ka shari dasher. You ogwel makamen wora ojena permit. So ogwel mo. Yakomu yu. You don't again te go na manana mo. Go na mo edu na hiyo dungram mo dong. So, and I think in that sense, that is also a century or 100 assets, 100 years assets. But do wana kurundial, mubuni na kai melo Honorable Tood, mata karma gor kiji, shalo Honorable Tood ko ebi mo ko, ke pin ko kadu tone, sharabi bartin bagarwan ko bokwen gudina ne ako Honorable Tood. I think we really deserve to say that thank you very much for all what you have done to us. And it's still continuing. Shabi shwanga wana. Ala wana jena wana alaba. Nebe lara wana ala runu mo alaba ujeba. Tongba pa raising mo ba wala pin ba unyo lelba. Ko mi lara wana waju gwede. So Honorable Tood, to tell you a very short story. Ya jena baro wana je. Imagine. Na baro wiyot me. So na baro wa jamana. Ya je permit yo maktab na diok. Ila na wishang ba. Ya ne shung to baba to tell you. I don't stand at the gate. La shum na na ro na fin marwat. Ka wala me win me nyol na. So ajamana in all that things, me and my team plus all the colleagues, the comrades who have graduated today, and all the newly admitted, please, can we give a round of applause to Honorable Tood, please? Shang nur medan mo puri long baun nena, por mo Tood, moy, uru me pura kaga tor mo Tood. So, Honorable Tood, take assistant mo Tood, me lo yina lo mo Tood. So, in another way, I will also appreciate my governor, His Excellency Dr. Jose Menchwili in his absentia. I wish I would have really appreciated him more. And those who are present here on his behalf, please take my message to him also. He has really fought a good battle with floods and anger in the Unity States. He has received returnees from Sudan, and he's also in the midst of natural calamities. He's building the state, the example of road construction. So we also appreciate him for that. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, in also another way, allow me to appreciate Honorable Abdul Gadjak in a very special way. The former members of Council of State, and also another great comrade, can be a father to me, but he has come down to my level to become a comrade like me, Honorable Kudo Langa. So, a Newton and a win oh, you got your arm deep. So, an unbarrowed permit, barrowed muktab. Yi sugar, te ja ni dire kot jo dien. Kwang le jele ken. So Honorable Toot, please can you wave, Honorable Kudalanga and Honorable Abdul, please can you wave to your people? Thank you so much. Honorable Nyon Jangwan, likewise, is also another MP and members of National Legislative Assembly. So Honorable Stephen Boulay, present here. Kuga Todniel, and all those people who have started from the very beginning, they have really supported us. To start, William Bakuny Manywan is there, present there in our midst, the champions of all students' activities, be it an election, be it a misunderstanding, is always there between us. He is also the one to tell us on how to deal and also to approach our leaders like Honorable Toot, to respect leaders in all circumstances. So thank you so much, Ustaz. He is not only Ustaz to us, but a director. He has funded several schools, one in Khartoum in 2006, and also now Paragat Kwer in Mangatene and Mat Secondary School. Thank you so much for you be there always. So to all our sons who are working in Jipok, like of Dr. Bill, Michael Thorn, James Sudan, Chol Makwai, Bayetayep, and all the rest. They have also helped us in other ways to transport all this gun from Cairo to South Sudan. So thank you for that. To all great pioneer operating companies, thank you for standings. I hope maybe John Mario is around. A former academic secretary of Mayom County Student Association in 2005, a native of Abimnam County, and also Philip Mamoon, the deputy CD. The hard-working organizing committee who have done this function today, thank you so much, which is led by Bijan Kai and his team. To also my team there over there, from deputy secretary to external affairs, thank you for supporting. And thank you very much for patience. To BSM, the one for magazine, they have worked hard also to produce this one in a very short time. And also, if you are working, you need a communication. Thanks also to my brother Garjankai for always telling me when to launch a target. Because you sometimes those of us who are soldiers, you should know when to fire the bullet. So Garjang has been one of the person who always remind me when now to shoot the bullet so that I meet the target. Thank you so much, accountant. So, Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, so allow me also to appreciate my whole uncle who also took time by then when I was young, Michael Temple. He's also a newly admitted student here in Catholic University. He has been the person behind me from my childhood up to this time now. Thank you very much, my uncle. If you are there, you can wave also. So thank you for always be there for me. Mayom County Student Association in University and our Institute. The existence of Mayom County Student Association reminds us of what Dr. Jones said on the 2nd of April 1994 in Shukudum, the first SPLM convention, which Peter Lam may know very well. And then he quoted said that SPLM or SPLA as a social political body doesn't exist in isolation, but it is born to affect and be affected by external and internal surrounding conditions in which it exists and operates. So likewise, Mayom County Student Association is not an isolated body, but a body that can be affected and also to affect. So we ask all our leaders to give us the affection of love for growth. So in other ways, I would like also to congratulate my brothers who have just graduated this year. Thank you for making home proud of you, and thank you for making our parents proud. So Dr. Rick Rixby once said that good enough is not good enough, and better is not better, it can be best. So you have graduated from your colleges, but that is not enough. That is just a first step. So you have heard a lot from our professors and dignitaries that your certificate is not important, but your skill. To all my newly admitted students, please be in the campus is not only to learn in the compounds or in the hall, but in all corners of the campus. Skill, networking are all parts of learning. I want just to borrow your time once more. To all Mayom County Student Association in university and our institutes, which are in diaspora, in Egypt, in Sudan, thank you also for bearing that difficult situation in all your various places. In Sudan, they have just recently disrupted, their education system has just been disrupted. And those also in Egypt, whom their chairman is around here with us, I ask also all our leaders also to help him to present all their difficulties to your presence. So, we have all come from deep villages. To come here in Juba is not our home, but though it is our capital city, to transform the society through our various careers, to help our leaders fight and lift up the burden of illiteracy, to lift the burden of poverty, to lift the burden of ignorance of peace, and above all, to lift the burden of revenge killings among our youth. So we can all achieve this if there is unity. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, please allow me to state 3 of the lessons in which most of our students, somebody like me, has ever been experienced. Could you maybe take a 3 lessons to go and learn? The first thing is, obieling ay nanga jame, ti naru, ti gulen, magorgo jube, katong bina the village. What you only do is to come and join your class. Ti win toy, ti win with. That is the first number 1 lesson here in Juba. And most of these gentlemen have experienced that. The second lesson is to leave the most vulnerable and poor family behind you who are helpless. And you are the same person to help them. So, and join the school. That is also one of the toughest lessons also. The third one is now how to survive in the city. Sometimes you may get a place of sleep, but you may not get the place of eating. So most of us have voluntarily to come down to earth and join work that have never supported us much. Like Bilaka security service. Day and night, somebody in this world will tell you that to sit with 12 hours without sleeping. Disobey that, you will lose your only 30 pounds SSP per month. So, and most of us here have sacrificed also to accept that job for us to proceed with our education. So I would have put most of our complaints if our governor would have been here, but let me just make it short. I might have taken long. So many centuries ago, St. Augustine of Ifo, a African bishop, once said, he's a son of my church, I'm Catholic by faith, and he said, people was multitude defined by a common object of love. And it is with this love that we Mayom County Student Associations, on behalf of our community in Ventu, filled with the solidarity, whom they have been affected by flood for the last 4 years in the flood, without support of food, without roads. So on behalf of Mayom County Student Association, we would like also to appreciate Dr. Joseph for being standing together with our community. Lastly, I will not forget to remind this audience that there is always teachers behind a human being. And there is one person in this hall who has been behind me also. Father Stephen Oshir former parish priest of Mayom, of St. Josephine Bakita, Mayom County. He has been there in 2004, and in 2011, he granted me a mission to go and join a Catholic school. So, Father Stephen, please can you wave your people? He's there. He's also one of the giants behind me. Thank you, Father, for great transformation. Excellencies, honorable, distinguished guests, comrades, parents, and friends, thank you so much for coming, and thank you for accepting our invitation. Thank you so much. So these are gifts for our dignitaries, and
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. Wane MP ne ko tege roi me alar ramna ni roi ya parwe gweje ko ala nyoni yete wane abone MP ne pa yamad biaga ko magazine yerwe kiri loy go nyaga yete dul goro ko ndi da wal weekend ka pa yamada wal weekend biaga ko magazine biaga ko bo ya loyedi
مرحب بكم مجددا. اتركوا لي الثانية أن أود أن أنادي السيد هونوربل الأستاذ سمان شوديير مستشار الشؤون القانونية بولاية الوحدة وممثل حاكم ولاية الوحدة ككل، فليتفضل مشكورا.
His Excellency Dr. Joseph Maintwil would have been part of this great event, but due to some national commitment, he delegated Honorable Dr. Shurier, which is also accompanied by Honorable Lam Tungwar Kwegwang, which is the Minister of Land and Housing, and also Honorable David Gajejor, which is the Minister of Information and Broadcasting. Then Dr. Shurier will talk on behalf of His Excellency and the government and the people of Unity State. So you are highly welcome.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, Sen Abdul Baghi, Your Excellency, Tut Galwa Meneme, the Presidential Advisor, my SG, Comrade Peter Lambosdeng, Minister of Presidential Affairs, Honorable Dr. Benjamin Marial, Honorable General Othmai, Minister of Labor, our mentor, Prof. Dr. John Gayo, our national MPs, state ministers, state MPs, members of commission, our graduates, I greet you in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ and in the name of our mother city, Bentiu, and the Greenland. Male Katiangame. Because this occasion, the audience are very mixed. There are people who can talk English and some who can talk Arabic and some who cannot talk the both language. So our mentor, Dr. Guy, and General Othmai, they have elaborated so many issues and so many things to our graduates today. For me, I benefit from them. For me, because I'm talking on behalf of the government of Unity State, which is the host government of this event, I have to talk since 90-something% of the audience can listen me when I use Nuer language I will be using Nuer so that they can hear me. I really know the ethics of government protocol cannot allow a junior government official to talk much in front of a senior. So, Nasbitayu Kubar Gaidinda, I will not take your time. Lana protocol, Lana Biaro Filokuma, Mabes Malay, to talk more while you are here. You will talk so many things here to your people. Minde Lana Walame, Genji Bentio, Barway Kuigadun, Kia Togadun, Dictor Joseph, Kakuishang Maya Walame. A Walame, Gaduna Dictor Joseph, Melakur will I weather. There are one, Lakin Gazrufin Ma Gidirigi, Carol Longo, Benkel, Benawala, Bernami, Behidro. Lakin Hija, O Dol Mayaka Walame is taking place in Freedom Hall. Shanget delegated as an advisor to the government of Unity State. Ashan Babarai, but we are not out Babalaria. Mende Largishi na Wale, Carriet, today Larigi Bentio, O Doran, Chamorga Zuruf Dial, Nayaje Dial, but you have to be reminded. Con me Agaduna Dictor Joseph Anong in the last 9 years. Me Anong Kuma Wana, Cheromokur, Chidorete Kurga Wukirimo, Chakolar many times. Teddy Alcon de Lurke Yeha Kumadun, Cardian Long Koinata Kor, can that period. Kakora May Korea, the Otemal de Nakul alert, the Gadunda alert, the Kumadunda Yelereka, Sinyotcheben. Dorante Nyot, Teko Moikanara Lu, Lokanana Koken, Big Teddy. The no bad development, mean practical development in a ballad. Again, I have been to now thin a walla. Shajan Benti were done. You cannot access Neal Dew, Kachoko, Kekari, Elebere nor, and there is nothing. Le Waltilana, another bull, some part of bull, Ruda can lieutenant Pina. Came up here for the last 3 years. Anambakajikan, the whole 8 counties, Telo Gudian, Anaba Kapanyar, Manaler, Manamayandi, Guadatonach, Rudan Yagachang, Shangna Guadanata Bogat, Telagwal, Tinquir, a Kenishangna Tindorandama. And I guess that is why many of us are here. I shall get a Rudan Takawana. Riuna who migrate from those areas to the city. Go to the Rante Machakel. Shiku Madun, Cherang Wang, go belita young Tabakalar. But now back at this, for the last 3 years, this going to now back at the Ray Medina. And then back at this, northern part of Unity State. And then Lianga Hotel or me, Aruria, Leowal, Mitanatin. And then Lianga, oh. China yi loy ngol anyen lenga o China yi loy kai kang anyen lenga je o China ashika loy kuyan wal dial to na medan ya gapal chana joisin jalamna for the last 40 years tilgana lakin ki ku medun ya let ko na bi ko loy wana mo bina bi ko loy gwa na kien si leyi ko loy rar si bulyi ko loy rar amana jikan kana kaji kan rar tama so let ona ka te kono yalar minde lar yetama o kon matiga juba wane juba hiejen doran a city dan kondial lakin hiejen gwa chiengo kondial mateka maton maluong ka lena you go back to our people liene kon ka mayom liene kon go the tego tina ka county na kon dang baraw te kon yidol including dama na kon ka ruwen ka bimnom ke pariang rai mononge ye lar ko ya la kum wilaya na chiang puj we mate garel til ramade la ro we jana rel bala ra kuma min tallada o we te garel by sensitized, Balaria, or wait take a real. A baka ye, yen con yito. Way me take a real Mugura. Guru got to con the Kaikang. Got to con and take a northern part of Mayom. Mr. Teacher, Magua, go be out in Biakongi. Go be out in Biakongi. Rai Makai Pateta, I think, is the bad news. Komaju Rami Toka Jama, a Jini Bijian Bukai Kang, a Bijian Bu northern part of Mayom. Rather than Ojin Birugo, let her come Medina. I know it is the bad news. But to me, as Ramalada, it is a good news. Go now work, but now he come Mayom. May you courier to Chedoran Ched devastated. After Dormida, may I da kur a bentiu. Chedwell Gora Yagada, Chow Sana Dialega Joy, Chechang Dial, Chang, including the infrastructure. Bill Gora, I will start. She building. Jinmatika teacher, Dori Al Qualcoin. Teacher cannot speak English or Arabic or any other language. Now we mourn. What do we expect from that teacher? Angumati expect for Kaja Haramegano. Miluno Aramakafu in Kafu will go Martin. Tell him a government there no. But no one got me here. Mutil Togmanga, Katil Gormanga. Arun Binata Mashkala. So I want you to go back. Oh, yen, analochang, Bina, Binakon Biakola. Again, Messaginan in the Soviano. Messaging the again, came out there. Oh, yen graduates, you will have a lot of challenges. Yena Konpai Toga Jam. Take a challenges by face. Challenges between Ojin Guri Lat, Chermiala, our minister. Kalat don't ye Kuma. We can employ you in the government of Unity State. Lakin Hill, you Tovji has a grade 9. By Longo Bitter. Bane Kunji Shinun take on Televka all this time. By Jako can Abaka sustain again. Of course not. Say discourage Naji Ojini Uba Koga Kuma, Bilado Kuma. Lakin I'm telling you, Makir Lermaya no Kireja. You don't wait us. Show minister Garuz my Chui lip. Chiandan, culture and abandon Katum. I used to differentiate between two schools. A school led on about Tingon Katumes, Maya Gartin. Can a school nani pai to East Africa? I'm seeing East African students, Timbaka East Africa. They are better than neighbor Katum. Katum, me talk economic, me talk low, me talk mo. Live no yen abandon less. But East African boy, me talk East Africa. Chawing here when he is the coach and Belarjedi, Jin be tegedi, Biji Nun be tegedi. May you go one and bigger war in 6 months' time, they get a job. Lakin Jiraman be Katum, a Katomi economist, a Katomi lawyer, is waiting to be a minister, is waiting to be an advisor, is waiting to be big person. Right, Mangana? I'm not campaigning you to be a minister. It's good to be a minister. But you have to start to do something. I used to say that. Kon metok neya, ere unit engine wana kona la take bentiu. In time of Tabandeng, they are dealing with Honorable Saman Shuriyer, Angunong la waziro, Angunong la SGO, Angunong la minister. Gaji Jorunlonga, we started from so far. And elangi na Kabentiu secondary school. Kabentiu B secondary school, Kanaino secondary school. For all those 8 years. We can join them from our graduation. Lakin, you started from there to be a teacher. You volunteer. I challenge you, comrade. You need to go back to Unity State. Chejigo be open. Chejigo be open. Yes, 700 take on a la Cubnega. Can have 5,000 of today. Sugar cane, they are not the same. But go to Okon Mantega Watania or Jindua, Bilar Bioto one. Ko Larame, Chala says it will devastate you. Being Angar, Movie Tokaja. Be Karabu, by appointed in 6 months time you will be removed. Mo why remove? Bi wo yong apel. Ka dong ye malje. Bi jal roi. Third again. Bi jal roi. Wasn't China. Bi jal roi anywhere. And you will cause problem. Ka problem jin. By cholo norbol. Mo pai thoka jama. Mo tila ma chalar. And you are not getting another job. I challenge my colleagues. Tintila ka kuma wilaya. Ewo jin. Mo tila ka kuma wilaya. It is good to campaign to get job, another job in the government. Lakini it is good also go time where can be tell keep it a frustration. Go rojin bilet. When I was removed from commissionership of Good County, Mayom Good County. As a lawyer, the law updated. I applied to different organizations. And then I prepared my office as an advocate. Kochede limno kuma. There jiga shienda. Raimo a challenge. Chamo gana. Chere mo kwa di campaign niji. It is good to campaign. Nuara jana peace kalgwa kama na kalutin. Peace kalgwa kama na kalutin. Yana lena kuma ka kajin lena roduka. Lena kuma ka you think of the family. Idana bitin ma leave jima. Withifa maguri ka 10 years o. Kachi jigo. A 10 years on. Work from your account. Work ala isabitak. You will not get them again. 10 years ago, no withifa kuwilayeto. Work from your account. Ala isabak. Ma isabit hazultani. Faraima muhim jidan. Awajin while guri kuma gularba larma bilarka malero. Sung bilut ala larma bungtit machalo. Laramo is very important. I will not accept. You cannot convince me, an economist, an lawyer, and business person, me talk, me business girl, and I have no job for the last 5 years. You cannot convince me. What have you studied? You learn Gordian? But you go to 4 years ago. You have to have a job. So that shit or antibiotic chaos. Roina Tolaraka, the quick as your brother, as Ramachi Tilakel Kakum Wilaya. Mindela Lastly, oh, go ito. You are highly welcome. Ray Lurda, Materay de Gajer. A Carwine Condong de Lariano. Employment, Dung Sherikat took a muscular. Can a lungo address until now? Medan Chaco memorandum of understanding, Chaco on about sign, okay? Until now, Karo go there. Take some articles, Tiluka can contact some articles as the government of Unity State and the communities of Unity State to take reservations in. So once you sign, it will be good for you. For the journey, big work with the first, I wish you good luck and I wish you good work. Lastly, we go ready lel. Oh, we mon can live. Ran ba appreciate. Me ran you thank you. Tilam fargaja. Niabatan and Kumadun. Niabatan and your governor. I want to ask Your Excellency. Omateko Ustaz. Mateo wana. Me nangi. Even though one day, because I'm a teacher. Matthew wano, Jero ba you pated. Sungi na Shankel, Jero do, Mayangi Nangi. Makirnangi, Hujay. Makirnangi, Hujay. Mayina Koingi. Shanga Yom Kel, co occasion of my celebration. Dun. Yes, Mayinangi. Panagatir Natona. Panagatir Lel Turgun. Panagatir Goa. Ko Jalaf. Ajanan Mwali Machana Kani de la Rusul. Welcome. Fadul. Ajana Chana Kani de la Nabi. عشان كده يوا قم للمعلم واعطيه تبجيلا كاد المعلم أن يكون رسولا يعني شاء كان مت جوا متوت أجنة إلى رسول كجنة معلم فين دفين أمهنا بتاع أنبياء أمهنا بتاع prophets شركة تام بتاع Jesus prophets شركة تام بتاع Muhammad and all prophets لدين نينا so mati wano me nangi even though one day congratulations to you Panagater Kandial, including our SG. It is not in vain. Take an idea, they don't give thanks. And may usal mingaje, Lagor no der Kamal, Bejo, thank you. Even though Yala Wazir, Bejo, thank you. Mubruk, Kadarina Ilunga, Ted Wakan Hebelina Gar, Ted Wakan Wazifa. But Mayagaje, I bow down, Bejo Mubruk says, I'm Saman, an honorable Saman, and Gadu Maying. Ted Wakan, they pretend. Ted Wakan Miran Wazir, while a Chaya, Chaya, and I hear Janera, and going. Maybe they will say, mind the Gurush, mind the Shuno, is a broken. No. You give him appreciation and thanks. Then the Jah, then Joe, Mubruk, and a contitina, Tiaro may be in it, Miro may be Jairodo. On behalf of Government of Unity State, on behalf of Gadun, Dr. Joseph Jairodun, by Paternakun, Kabiaturkun Bialelna. Mubruk Alekum, Mubruk Panagatir, Mubruk, Laria Lara, Oyato, Wale, Kaidokun Wajamat. Mubruk alaikum. You are welcome. Your Excellency, with this some words, I want to thank you for your time. I know it's not easy to talk some words in front of your seniors. I recognize you all. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
Thank you so much, Honorable. Speaking on behalf of the Governor and Government of Unity State. Ladies and gentlemen, excellencies, distinguished guests, this is just a quick announcement.
I forgot something in my communication with my governor, Honorable His Excellency Dr. Joseph Mentil Wijang, because this occasion is very big. And we know how it costs. Association take thinkers, very good thinkers. So we discussed and we came out with a result. Querying your association, Moya yo, 5 million SSP. 5 million SSP. You go direct to the Minister of Finance of Unity State. I will facilitate you. Kon bagadwel gord in the Alcon Taka Bentiu, not only Mayom, Titaka Bentiu town, plus Mayom. Aye dwell gora, Bakoko, DH, can dwell gora on Lele statistic and you come to us. Statistic and will go on the Aldon Mayom, and you come to us, kind of Bentiu town, not the old Bentiu. Bakako magazine mana agad mayama shan bala gwaiga kabe big educated thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Honorable, for the great remark. On behalf of the Government of Unity State, the people here are so proud of your tremendous effort to making sure our people are secure and living a better life. The announcement. The management of Mr. and Miss Bentiu, represented by their Queen, Nyaduong Banmut, has pledged 50,000 SSP to the association. The management of Mr. and Miss Mayom would like to inform the general public and all the contestants that the event can happen anytime soon. Please avail yourself and attend the training. Learning Dongdian, learn Kui Gadakel, Magorka Jama, Mashalashun Bana Tiang, Goraka School of Computer Science, Shun take up vulnerability, Shuni, Jen, Chaler Kumagua, Association da, tell Logic Chako Motor, Honorable Presidential Advisor. Shun, Honorable June and Border, Yaguaranga Karuna and Jok, the Tiaba graduate, you don't want Kelba Toka Jama. Like in Border Day, year, Gorelana, Kagorejas, Presidential Advisor, Motor Shwan, year, shun si jino motor guru balar kabajon mojas. Enyo tako gadan kel mum fanan gadan atonyoin. Tonyoin rionan teka shun teka jaba. Wana she gurder bender ba wea kada roida dara balarajen. Ojen jala ka kraina. Kajen jal ka kraina bumelong. Si Ramade lo especially gadan natut o jen chuje tona kan lar ten babalar. Thank you so much.
On behalf of Honorable Toot, his office, based on the request, Tikoni Alel, Kakwishon, Kanakwi, Tanyang, we are ready to respond. Baka Kamke, Atonesha Lara Kanto. Finally, Your Excellency, I would kindly request you to allow me to invite my personal minister in the presidential affairs, since I'm the member of that house. I'd want to invite Honorable Dr. Barnaba Marial Benjamin, who is also coming to represent all the national ministers in the revitalized government of national unity. So, Honorable, you are welcome. Kajanba Amarial here Udir Kamakta Brace Kara, Jan Agadi Naigaka, Kati Porga Bull Wallati, Kagad Bull Gaka, Panajatirko, Ladaja Bichian Gaka, be a Jalke. Shukran.
Thank you very much. First of all, I would like to recognize our leaders who are here. Vice President Hussein Abdalbagi Akol. I also recognize our advisor on security to the President, Tut Galwak. Also, my dear colleague, Honorable James Othmai, Minister of Labor. Also, it's good to have Honorable Dr. Yak Gayo, John Gayo, who is somebody I have known since the days of the struggle. I appreciated very much your lecture to our graduates and those going into the university. I first met John Gayo in South Africa. He was doing his PhD in the University of South Africa, UNISA. And I said, John, we are fighting for our country. Your contribution in writing books has been great. And you must be a part of the struggle. Dr. Guy agreed, and he became the representative of the SPLM in South Africa. Now, he's our leader. Why? Why that? Everybody, a teacher, a doctor, an engineer, a priest, a mother, a sister, why do you join the struggle to fight for this country? You are a teacher, you no longer teach, you take AK-47, you join SPLA to fight for your country. Because without a country, you are nothing. Without your country. What use are you as an engineer? What use are you as a doctor when you have no country? What are you as a mother if you have no country? This is very, very important for all of us. So I congratulate you all, everybody here, our MPs who are here, the state ministers who are here, our elders, our chiefs, Salatin Bitadna, have a lot of potential in running this country. Salatin Bitashufuda, Indum Kulu Hikmah. They have all the wisdom to be the leaders of this country. So today, Mayom County, the Student Association of Universities and colleges and higher institutions have graduated today. أنا أقول لكم أول حاجة 1,000 congratulations for a job well done. مبروك عليكم ألف مرة لهذا النجاح نجاح عظيم. I also congratulate those who are entering, going into the universities and colleges. It's a wonderful life as a student. When you say أنت بقيت طالب تاجامة ده خبر كبير جدا. في أيامنا لما تسمع راديو اسمك ماشي وين؟ جامعة خرطوم. Your father, your mother, your friends, your uncles, everybody becomes proud of you because you are moving towards a future that will be guaranteed. What I want to share with you today, Mayom has 43 girls graduates. البنات 43 نشوفكم. Where are you? The girls who have finished, who have graduated. Any of them here? Yeah. Be strong. You stand up قدام رجال ده كل يلا قوموا. مبروك عليكم. Have a seat. We have 107 that have finished. That's a good thing. Now, I'm not going to talk to you about the jobs, but I want to share with you what country you are in. The Republic of South Sudan. What country is it for you to contribute the knowledge you have got? South Sudan is a country in width of nearly 644 square kilometers. Earth. Bigger than Uganda, bigger than Rwanda, bigger than Kenya. It's a huge country with a lot of resources. Look at the minerals. Minerals مش بس البترول اللي عندنا دي. There are 22 proven minerals in this country. Gold, uranium, iron, copper, tin, name it. 22. And none of them has not been exploited. Number two, there is a huge arable land, agricultural land. You think about that. In equatorial zone to Shaifu, Western Equatoria, this is part of your country with all the fruits, with all the plants which are there, with coffee, tea, tobacco, which you can grow. You create farming. You have cotton and the rest. You have a tropical zone with all the crops you have. You go to our Upper Nile, Jonglei, and all the rest. It's a savanna area. You can grow anything. It's the biggest arable land you can get. Millions of acres. That is your country. Look at the amount of water that you have. It is fresh water. Fresh water. Rivers, lakes. You have the biggest body of water. A sad region, the Akbar Mahal fi dunya kullu 35 square kilometers of water. Alive. Think about that. You have the biggest wildlife migration in the whole world. Fil alam kullu. Bigger than Masai Mara bita Kenya, bigger than Serengeti of Tanzania. Your wildlife is the biggest. Are you making use of it? No. And its riches. يا هنا أهل بقر